making a video. I was just warming us up for the road. It's getting nice out.
Today on the C&J Mudco, we're doing a modification a lot of you have been asking about from the beginning, which is an exhaust on the 450. So today we're going to install a muffler from MVRP. Enjoy the video. So I'm not going to bore you guys too much with the stock sound clips. I'm going to throw a clip in there, but we're not really going to focus on that too much. A lot of you guys know what it sounds like stock. Instead, we're going to focus more on the aftermarket sounds and do a couple variations there. So now the first step is pulling off the old muffler. Okay, so the first thing we're actually going to do is we are going to pull these springs off right here. And to do that, a pair of needle nose vice grips. Hopefully. I think they got a decent amount of tension on them, so. Oh yeah. One. Woo. And don't lose your spring. I don't know where that went. Okay, so after you found your spring, next step is literally just got these two nuts. One there, and one back there. It's a little easier with a ratcheting wrench for this back one because you got your little storage compartment right there. But that's it, just pull those right off. Good. Slide it right off of there now. This one on the back will easier when the one on the back comes out first. Okay, we're going to take it to the bench and compare it to the new one. Okay, so obviously we can't just have this thing sitting here with no muffler on it and not start up for you. So here you go. Okay, so now just for a quick comparison of the two mufflers, we got our stocker here, significantly, actually, believe it or not, heavier than the aftermarket one. I guess it's not really surprising, but whatever. And my favorite feature is getting rid of this stupid little dangly pipe here on the bottom. Not real sure what the idea was behind it. I don't know if it's maybe for keeping water out or what, but that looks ridiculous. So I love that this does not have that, and it's nice. It's a nice coating that's on it. Nice looking tip. It's not bad. I guess that's really about it. Other than that, it's just going to be about sound. Instead of having those tabs like that, you got a more basic So I went with MBRP with the muffler, honestly, mainly because the price. It was $220 or $230, somewhere in there. Compared to like everyone else, like the HMFs are really nice, but they're just so expensive. Other than that, there's a few other, there's a bunch of options out there, so it's really all about how much you want to spend. I'm hoping for the price we're going to get a decent sound out of it, but that's to be determined. So let's get this thing on there and find out. Okay, so obviously as far as reinstallation goes, it's the reverse of your removal. Just for here, you're going to put your carriage bolt back in it first. Get that in. Then your rubber grommet. Same with the front side. Okay, and we're going to reuse our stock gasket also on the flange here. I don't see a reason to replace it, so we're just going to go ahead and reuse that. And just slide it into place, hopefully. Okay, so this time before we tighten the bolts up, we're actually going to install our springs. When it comes to your springs, I actually did notice one spring is slightly longer than the other. If you could see that well or not, yeah, you should be able to. So the one that is just, it's literally just like a little bit longer. The one that's a little longer actually goes on the top because there's more of a distance to cover up there than there is on the bottom. So just remember that when you're putting it back on. Longer spring goes on the top. And it's literally just a little bit longer. It's going to be fun. And as It's probably gonna be a little easier to start on the muffler side since the holes are a little bit smaller than they are over on the exhaust pipe side. Maybe. Okay, that's the top one. And the bottom one. So now we can go ahead and tighten up our bolts. So right off the bat, one of the first benefits I'm seeing is that, so this is where about my tailpipe would have been before. So we got a good 3 inches higher now to where the exhaust tip is from where it used to be. So I think that's a benefit already, that we can go into deeper water without getting the exhaust underwater. I gotta say too, like, it looks a heck of a lot better than that stock one did. Okay, so it looks better. It gets it a couple inches higher out of the water, hopefully. But most importantly, how does it sound? Let's find out. Moment of truth. gives it a nice deep tone. Better than stock, I gotta say. I'm glad that it's not too loud, because if it was, I'd kind of be disappointed. It may not sound like a Harley, but I think she sounds pretty good, and we're gonna run with it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.